McINTYRE is phenomenal. And y'all already know that lady got a husband and 9 kids. And today, I just wanted to remind you all of the importance of continuing to keep going no matter what adversity life throws your way. Remember, not too long ago, Peach McIntyre was pregnant with not one, but 2 babies. And the internet said that that was a lie. I'm talking about grown women who have also been pregnant before got on the internet and made videos comparing my pregnancy belly to their belly and stated that I was not pregnant. Grown black women. Not only that, but grown black men got on the internet and called my belly a Durango. Picked on me while I was already in a vulnerable state. But you know what I kept doing? I kept going, kept dancing, kept smiling. And even after finding out that my no good husband had cheated on me once again in the truck that I bought him, you know what I did? I kept going anyways. Why? Because Peach McIntyre is phenomenal. No matter what adversity life throws my way, I have vowed to pick up a brick and bust life back in the motherfucking noggin. I gave birth to 2 beautiful babies on December 24th, 2024. And the NICU stays were long and it was challenging. My husband was mean and nasty to me. I still had 7 kids at home to show up for. And you know what? I did it. All while facing an eviction and a gambling addiction. I did it because I am phenomenal. Oh my goodness. When I look back at these videos at all that I have overcome, I feel great about myself. I know that I still have a very long life to live, and I know that I'm going to have more adversity. But the words of my daddy carry me through every single time. Life is filled with adversity. Keep going anyways. And that's what I'm going to always do.
What up, though? It's your girl, Yo-Yo, and as we just watched, Peach just reminded us of all the things that she was doing while she was pregnant with the twins. All of the dancing, the twerking, the kicking the legs up in the air, and she forgot to add in her getting hit by a semi-car, a truck, but that's something different. We'll talk about that later. But this is covered up under the copyright disclaimer section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, which is allowance of fair use. This morning, Miss Peaches, phenomenal Peach, also wants to update us and expose one of the twins' conditions. But we're going to get into this. I'm going to play her video and then I'm going to educate you guys because I like to educate. So we're going to watch an educational video, not 1 but 2. And then I'm going to give my opinion, because this is a public platform and it has been put on this platform and we are entitled to it. So if you're new to my channel, then welcome. Please hit the subscribe button. If you haven't liked already, please do so. And let's get into this video.
Peach McIntyre is phenomenal. And y'all already know that lady got a husband and 9 kids. And today, I'm just looking back on how fast time is flying when it comes to baby A and baby B. My babies will be 6 months old this month. And I still cannot believe it. It has been a pleasure having them. People kept talking about how hard twin life would be. But for me, it's been so easy. Like, I could do this about 3 more times if Daddy wouldn't have closed up shop. Of course, we've had some adversity from the day they were born, from their NICU stays down to baby B having seizures. Also, it's so funny because people always like, why one way bigger than the other? It's actually common in twins for one to be way bigger than the other. Everybody keep telling me, though, don't worry, they'll catch up. It has not slowed us down at all being twin parents. We still take them with us to Disney World, Universal Studios, Aquatica, Volcano Bay, Busch Gardens, Adventure Island, the zoo, the aquarium. We just took them to Crab Island in Destin, Florida. Like, it stops absolutely nothing. I used to tell the twins all the time when I was visiting them in the NICU. Ooh, when y'all come home, we going to Disney World. And we did just that. I'm talking about as soon as they came home, we were at Disney. I like to tell people, like, having kids stops nothing. The only thing that can stop you is you. I have a total of 9 children. One of my children have autism. Another one of my children has a genesis of the corpus callosum. I hope I said it correctly. But yet and still, it stops absolutely nothing. Lately, people on TikTok call my babies ugly. They say like they the ugliest babies on TikTok. But I don't let that bother me. I know that my children are beautiful, and most importantly, they are loved. We love them. They were conceived and loved. They are nurtured. We love them. We are so happy and honored to have them, and they're happy babies, even through all of the trials and tribulation. I love baby B. He's such a serious little guy. He's my little thinker. He's been like that since he was in my stomach. I call him my doctor baby. I prophesize over all of my children's life, but I know like baby B is going to be a doctor. He's a thinking man. You can just look at him. He always thinking about something versus baby A. He's just a happy, go with the flow kind of guy. But I also pray for baby B's happiness, and God shows it to me often.
Welcome to 2-Minute Neuroscience, where I explain neuroscience topics in 2 minutes or less. In this installment, I will discuss the corpus callosum. To understand the role of the corpus callosum, it is first important to remember that the brain is divided into 2 cerebral hemispheres, right and left, separated from one another by a long groove called the medial longitudinal fissure. These 2 hemispheres are nearly mirror images of one another, but they do not function independently, and communication between the cerebral hemispheres is important for healthy brain function. The importance of this communication can be seen with the processing of sensory information, which is typically received first in one hemisphere and then must be shared with the other hemisphere. When you type on your keyboard, for example, information about the feel of the keys is sent up from your right hand to the primary somatosensory cortex on the left side of your brain. That information must then be shared with the right side of your brain as well. That's where the corpus callosum comes into play. It carries information received in one hemisphere over to the other, and in general allows for communication between the 2 hemispheres. The corpus callosum is a large, C-shaped nerve fiber bundle that stretches across the midline of the brain, connecting the left and right cerebral hemispheres. It makes up the largest collection of white matter found in the brain. The importance of the corpus callosum can be seen in patients who have had their corpus callosum surgically severed, usually to stop the spread of epileptic seizures. After the procedure, known as a corpus callosotomy, patients may display deficits representative of decreased communication between the cerebral hemispheres, such as the inability to name an object if it is shown only in the left visual field. This is thought to occur because information from the left visual field travels to the right side of the brain, while language centers reside primarily on the left side of the brain. Without the corpus callosum to connect the 2 hemispheres, the patient cannot place a name to an otherwise very familiar object.
Listen and learn, because I like to educate, not only entertain.
Agenesis of corpus callosum, or ACC, is a super rare brain condition. Now you might be wondering what happens when somebody's diagnosed with ACC, or why are they diagnosed with ACC? Well, it's because the 2 sides of their brain are struggling to communicate because of a lack of connections. Now, there could be either 0 connection between the left side and the right side of the brain, or just a little bit of connection, which might make it harder or slower to communicate. ACC causes a wide variety of different issues for people diagnosed with it. It can cause issues with movement or communication or even behavior. It can cause people to act out differently. Doctors actually diagnose this through a series of brain scans, so they have to determine whether or not there is that connection between the left and the right side of your brains. This often looks like taking a CT scan or an MRI to figure out if there are those connections or not. Somebody diagnosed with ACC might require an entire team of specialists, whether that's speech-language pathologists, behavior specialists, special brain doctors. There's a whole team of support out there that you might want to gather up. With the proper support and the right treatment plan, somebody with ACC can definitely live a fulfilling and meaningful life. It just requires a little bit more work to figure out what that team needs to do.
All right, guys, so I had to drop some educational videos up in here because I don't want nobody thinking that your girl Yo-Yo is over here just making stuff up. No, so I like to entertain, educate, and elevate. And I hope Peach and Wood is doing the same thing, educating themselves on their children and their child's symptoms. So let's back this up real quick, okay? For those of you that did not understand or you may have missed it, Genesis corpus callosum is something where part of the brain is not connecting the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere, or sometimes, depending on the condition and how bad it is, the entire middle of the brain can be missing. This is not her first child that has a brain disorder, allegedly, according to Peach. But my thing is, also, let me state this here, ACC can be genetic. So it could be a genetic thing. If it is a genetic thing, my question is, I wonder if Peach is taking the steps to getting all of her children checked to make sure that all of her children is saved and they're getting the special needs and care and treatment that they should. This here ACC, it don't get better. It's something that you have to live with for the rest of your life. It can worsen. And as you heard in the video, these children will need a lot of special attention. The brain is not developing, guys. And you can't really sugarcoat it, and I don't want to sound so mean and harsh because this is this lady's children, and I don't know what they're going through as a mother. I can just imagine, especially if she's a mother that claims that she loves her children so much. And that could be a reason why Wood went and got snipped. He could have said, hey, no, I'm tired of this. This is the second, third, fourth, we don't know, child that have this condition. So it can be genetic, okay? Disruptions during fetal brain development, partially between the 3rd and 12th week of the pregnancy. So if Peach was doing regular doctor visits and things like that and doing checkups, like I stated before previously in my videos, I don't think that anything that is going on with the twins is something that her and her husband did not already know. Okay, she just decided because now she noticed that the internet is picking up on things and we are, I guess you want to say, diagnosing her children ourselves. So she decided, hey, why not I come out here and tell my story? It's my story. Let me explore my children for the money and I make the money and then everyone else just piggyback up off of me. That's how Peach think. We're going to just keep it honest, okay? Also, I want to say this here can be caused from potential factors including genetic, mutation, prenatal infections, injuries, toxic exposures, or structural blockage in the developing brain. Something is going on, y'all, because didn't she say, if I did not forget, I don't want to call a child name and it's not that child, but y'all could drop down in the comments or put it in the chat. One of her children was born with a half a brain. She never updated us on that either. Now, let me make this clear. She do not have to update us. Those are her children. But what I am going to say is if you put things out here and you put it on this public platform, people are going to talk about it. People are going to bring up things. People are going to remember things. People are going to bring up old stuff. And the first thing came to my mind is, okay, now CPS and pop up at your house. You asking for free stuff, this, that, and other. You disappeared off the internet for a month. Now you back. Now you dropping different things. You letting us know that the baby B was having seizures, but it's a chance baby A could be also sickly. We did notice something that was going on with the eyes, and some of the side effects from this here is like, bones, eyes, muscle development. It's a lot. It's a lot, guys. You got to just do your research if you really want to dig that deep into it. I'm not about to go too far into it or whatever. I do want to say this, though. I will say one thing for sure. I know that I can tell Peach mother loves her grandchildren, okay? And Peach mother loves her daughter. Rasta will love, if she haven't already, to see her grandbabies. She did state before that the twins was the only ones that she haven't seen or held yet. I don't know if that have changed, but I would say if I was Peach and you found out this type of information, why would you keep that from your mother? Allow your mother to spend time with her grandchildren. Allow your mother to be around her grandchildren. You don't know how long your mother will be here. You don't know how long you will be here. You don't know how long your children will be here. And I'm not saying all these children are sickly and this, that. I'm not putting that on them. I'm just saying, okay, life is short. Things happen. Why hold on to grudges? If you can forgive a man, as she stated, her husband cheated on her and did her so wrong and treated her so nasty throughout her pregnancy and this, that, and other. If you can forgive this man, why can't you forgive your mother? That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is all the things that this woman is stating that she has going on with her in her life. She stated again that her son Choicey, which we already know have autism spectrum disorder. And no telling what else is going on. Hey, shit, she got mental issues. All I'm saying is at this point, you have 9 kids. If 2 of your kids have something that's going on with their brain and they're saying that it could be genetic, the first thing I will be doing is making everybody doctor's appointments, getting everybody CT scans, which is CAT scans. I will be making sure I make appointments with all specialists to make sure that I am giving my children the best medical care that I can give them. I would not be picking up a camera trying to record every 1 to 2 minutes. I would not be running to Disney World every weekend. I would not be running to Starbucks to go live. I would not be hiding in my closet. I will be spending every moment with my children, loving on them, making sure that I am doing all that I can to keep them safe, healthy, and to develop as much as I could on my end. You know, at the end of the day, it's all left up to God. And we know that's not someone that she put first in her life, but she needs to start putting first in her life. She needs to start praying to God. I will not be sitting here wasting my time trying to put up a stripper pole or dance on a pole or learn how to dance on a pole for my husband, this, that, and other. She's using energy and time that she can be spending and using towards her children. It's like her priorities is all messed up, and it's all for a buck, for $1, $2, $3. It's crazy. It's sick. We know you're not leaving your husband. We know you love that man, but how much do you truly love your children? Knowing this here about your twin, knowing that it's a possibility that the other twin may be experiencing the same thing. Are you neglecting their medical needs? Are you neglecting all your children's medical needs? This here could be another reason why I said before that maybe the hospital called on her. And this is why, okay? They told her at birth what was going on when those children was born. She knew when that child was in the NICU unit, something was going on. They look in the records and they may have noticed and seen, and this is all allegedly, but they could have seen that she still have not took these children to see no specialist or to see about them. That is medical neglect. So the hospital could have called on her, y'all. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to drag this video out too long. I will say that I have to disagree with TikTok on calling her children ugly and the ugliest kids on YouTube. No child is ugly. No human being is ugly. We are all beautiful in the eyes of God. Okay. That is me. I don't talk about kids and stuff like that. Now, Peach, I will say, if that hurt you, you better be careful of the things that come out your mouth and the things that you put out here, because you better stop playing with people kids. Stop calling people kids bastards. Stop calling people kids ugly and stuff like that, because see, karma's a motherfucker and you don't like that. But on my end, I'm not going to do that, okay? I hope this video helped you guys out and explain some of the things. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. And once again, it was all for education, educational purposes only. She put it out here on this public platform, and your girl Yo-Yo is going to do what? Speak on it. It's my platform, my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. And you're entitled to yours too. So drop yours down in the comments. But I do ask that you keep it cute, or I will put you on mute. Y'all already know what time it is, though. It's time for a vibe check. It's a vibe check. So if you're rocking with your girl Yo-Yo, go ahead and drop some hearts in my chat. I truly appreciate you all for coming in. Thank you so much. If you're not part of the Yo-Yo gang and a Yo Majesty, make sure to click that join button and join my memberships. I have memberships as low as $1.99 a month, y'all. Okay? I would truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. It's your girl Yo-Yo, and I'm going to catch y'all later on the live stream. Bye.